Good morning. All right, let's get right into it. Today is December the 3rd, 2020. I am the Abundant Alchemist. Hope everybody is doing well. This channel's small. I can get a little personal. Yesterday was crazy, man. If anybody following this channel has toddlers, it's like my boy is on a suicide mission. He's had like 3 tumbles, hitting his head, hitting his face. He's just like charging into things. His mother playing with him, he ended up like rolling off her knee face first into the ground earlier this week. Had a little busted lip. Then 2 nights ago, he ended up getting up middle of the night, ramming his face into his crib. Horrible. Then yesterday, he attempts to climb out of the bed. We were just talking about bringing the level down the night before. He falls off, bumps his head, has a big knot. We've been watching him every 2 hours, waking him up, put ice on it. We called this doctor. It was, as a parent, you expect these things, but in the moment, it's scary, man. I'm gonna wake him up in another 20 minutes. It's 5:37 right now in the morning, just to check up on him. Moving on, so it seems like Bitcoin is retracing a little bit. We're currently at 19.3. Not a big deal. I personally expected Bitcoin to push back past 20, 21, 22 territory yesterday. I was looking at the signals. I'm like, I have some trades in. Not a big deal. I could wait. Ethereum is the more exciting option, I think, right now. It's at 610 while making this video. I didn't really look at too many indicators, but I did look at the Bitcoin indicator. It seems like it's, at least for the short term, moving sideways. Might retrace a little bit more. I'm not expecting anything exciting, to happen there. But one important thing that I want to express to you guys is to be mentally prepared with a plan on when you will begin taking profit. I'm starting to get prepared with a Bitcoin plan and an Ethereum plan. Now, I don't expect to sell too much when we break, 20 grand, 23, 25, but I will be taking some profits. That is my personal opinion and method. You should develop your own. You should develop your own opinion on what you believe the market will do. Do you think it's going to go to 100K in January or February? I don't. I think first quarter, second quarter, 30 is reasonable. I'm starting to believe 200K by December is a real number. If you pay attention to what's going on, PayPal is purchasing, for every 10 coins that are coming out, it's purchasing every 7. So scarcity is beginning to become a factor. If you don't plan to trade and all you're doing is thinking about the future and investing, I say don't try to time the market. Don't try to wait for another dip. It's looking nice. Get it. You don't need 20 grand to get one entire Bitcoin. Purchase a fraction. That's the beauty of cryptocurrency. You do not have to have a solid dollar in your pocket. You feel me? Like if we would put money side by side with, like, you could do the same thing. You don't need a dollar. You could have a quarter. You could have a dime. You could have a penny. So you could have 0.001 BTC, and it will cost, depending on what the market at that very moment in time is appraising it for. Now, why do we appraise things? What gives Bitcoin its value? Right? Well, it's the fact that there is somebody willing to dish out at that very moment in time a set amount of currency for that commodity. That's what makes baseball cards valuable. There is somebody that's willing to part with their hard-earned money or not in exchange for that good or service. That's what makes art valuable. In itself, it's a color on a surface, right? Objectively. But as a consumer of art, as a curator, as an admirer, you give it that emotional value that is backed by currency, and you put your money where your mouth is and you say, this is what I am willing to pay for this, or this is not what I am willing to pay for this. Bitcoin is currently being valued around 19,300. Only a certain percentage of people in the world are aware of it even being in existence. So you could argue the more awareness comes into the space, the more people will realize its value and the price will go up. Last I checked, only 5% of the United States population is involved in cryptocurrency. I believe that has gone up since I've been using those numbers, which has been about 2 months ago, because wealthy people are coming into this space, smart money, institutions are now getting the green light from the government, and governments are stepping in because it is like their one and only saving grace, since the economy is in trouble. And I find it hard to believe that the Fed will not step in and try to accumulate some of this Bitcoin, especially if caught, they catch scammers. They will confiscate it and probably keep it for themselves. During these times, I don't see how they won't. And I'm pretty sure that China's doing the same thing with scams going on over there. So they're regulating these things. They're watching out for scammers. And speaking of scammers, please don't give any attention to anybody in the comments section who is promising to do this, saying, oh, Miss Lydia or whatever, Linda is the best and I gave my money to her and she's done better than that. If she was so great, she wouldn't have time to take your money, because she would be taking all the money that she's earned for herself and she'd be paying for a spa treatment and relaxing, and she wouldn't want you to know who the hell she is. So think, people. Don't get scammed. Don't call a number you don't know from WhatsApp, or email a stranger because you are too lazy to do your own work. Alright, I'm going to stop there. I digress. But please. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Any suggestions on how I can improve this? I'm just going off of the cuff, taking the little time that I have free in the morning while I'm having my coffee, reviewing some notes to go over you and some ideas that I have in my head just to get my day started. I will be including a Coinbase link in the description, which supports me and will benefit you if you decide to jump in. Coinbase is highly, I have some issue with them, but it is great as a trader, you know, making quick transactions. I have a bit of a problem with them, but with that said, if you are beginning, I would suggest you do not practice trading on an emotional level without first understanding the candles and how to read charts, because you're just wasting your money. I look back at trades that I did when I had no idea what I was doing just by looking at a chart, not a candlestick chart, a linear chart, which is the worst thing that you could do. Okay, so please take my suggestions. It'll save you money or not, because really the best teacher is losing money and experience. Okay, so do what you want to do there. Just my 2 satoshis. So that link for Coinbase will benefit both me and you, because when you invest, trade, sell, do anything of $100 or more, you will get $10 bonus, and so will I. So it's a win-win. I hope that this would be the start of a very successful journey as an investor or and trader for yourself and anybody else you choose to share that link with and support my channel. You know, this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. I will include also, very important, I think today is the last day. It's a VPN, virtual private network link. As we move forward, security becomes more and more important. So it's a great deal. I paid about $1.30 per month. It was a 5-year deal for about $78. I hear that number is going down. So you will be able to purchase it for way less than I did because of cyber deals that are going on right now. Quick to wrap this up. So just get your mind in the state of what your profit taking plan is, you know, and there is no wrong or right way to do this. The only incorrect way to go about this, I feel, is to not have a plan of when you feel comfortable to begin to take profits and skim out, maybe to put it in your pockets or to reinvest. I would suggest reinvest. I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research. I am not liable for any decisions that you choose to make with your own money. You are a mentally capable person, if you are watching this video up until this point, to be making big boy decisions, big girl decisions, okay? One other point that I want to touch upon is having your own cold storage wallet. I will begin to include links to the Ledger Nano S, which is what I use to store my crypto that I am not trading or earning interest on or doing anything with on these platforms such as Coinbase, Coinbase Pro, Binance, BlockFi, Crypto.com. If they are not any of those, I keep them in my cold wallet. So I'll get deeper into that. I am currently in the process of memorizing my keys. If you don't know, these wallets come with an 18-letter key that you could memorize, and no matter what happens to anything, as long as you have those 18 keys, you can retrieve the value stored in it. If anybody has anything else to add on, please feel free in the comments. Again, please delete or report any scammy activity, any spammy activity. It's ridiculous. We need to shut this down, okay? Now, please click like and subscribe. hit the notification bell so that I could continue providing and be motivated. Um, I have 18 followers so far. Salute to you. Thank you so much. This is it's really cool. It's fun for me to get my brain going in the morning and to share what I know. It kind of gives me a chance to review, right? So it also, activates the algorithm so that more people will be able to find me. If you find me um, likable enough and knowledgeable enough and good at what I'm doing. Now, as I've said before, I recommend Coinbase for any beginner because it's so easy. You could then segue into Coinbase Pro because there's less fees, but it is less user friendly. This is why I keep both on my cell phone, because there are certain things that I want Coinbase, the regular version for. But but a new wallet, a new exchange platform has crossed my radar from BitBoy Crypto, and he's stating that it has the lowest fees and it compared to any other platform, and it is called BitSwap Dex.io. I will be looking into that myself and I will review it coming this week. Hopefully I have some time to do that today. Tax season is gaining upon us. It's only December, but April comes quickly. And I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with all this stimulus, and we just don't know what's going to happen. I suggest we prepare ourselves because Taxman is going to want his money, right? Until we figure out something else and could play the game of the elites where they have ways of getting through loopholes and avoid tax in a legal manner, because what's the point of making money and then doing something stupid, right? We're all about playing the legal game. And trust me, I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of untapped resources that I am only going to become more and more proficient in the legalese and the language of legality. But until then, I am looking at 2 different platforms and I will weigh them out. One is cryptotrader.tax and the other one is recommended. So this one I believe is recommended by Crypto Daily, and then there's Tony NY, JRNY at YouTube, who recommends another tax platform. He has an offer which will save you 10% off of that subscription. I'm going to look into these and I'll have an answer for you guys on what I feel is best. With that said, so what I'm personally doing, I feel we're going to cross 20K anytime now. And we'll be taking a small percentage of profit, possibly placing them into altcoins or other investments. Just so you know, I consider myself an investor. I have my ear to all different types of investments. I think silver is going to do something big this year. I have a large percentage of my entire investment portfolio in silver. I'm very bullish on silver, not so much on gold. I have a little tiny bit of gold, but yeah, you should be diversified so that, I mean, we're very bullish on crypto, but you just don't know, right? You just don't know what's going to happen. As far as like the stock market, I pulled out completely. I think there's going to be a further recession. You see all this printing going on. There's going to be a great opportunity for cheap stocks coming up, I think, second quarter, third quarter, 2021. From what I understand, coal will be great, a great buy. Oil right now is in the dumps. From what I hear, I have friends that have taken big losses in oil. But there's a lot of emerging economies who will be making use of coal, you know? I mean, no matter what you feel about it, I mean, it's going to happen. And I'm trying to make money, you know? I'm all for green. I'm all for protecting the earth. But sometimes, let's put it this way, a lot of people are not aware at the footprint that these so-called green energies have, such as solar roof panels. They don't take into consideration what happens to those solar roof panels because they're not permanent. They have to be replaced. And so you're going to have a whole lot of solar panels in the dumps until they figure out how to recycle them. And they don't know how to recycle them. So for all you pro technological tree huggers that want to conserve the earth till it's 9 zillion years old, yeah, take it easy. This is a developing technology. We're going to get there, but, you know, tried and true methods work. A 10x Bitcoin price is not out of the question, man. And I think I'm going to wait before I really go above 5% of selling any Bitcoin, because on my way there, I will be trading and stacking anyway. So I'm pretty much like trading to end up selling at a profit once it 10x's. I think I'm done. That's pretty much all that I have on my mind. I have to wake up my baby boy. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Be well. Peace.